Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. You already know who it is, the big dog, head honcho, big mofo. Everybody knows. And I am just really excited to be here today. I've been thinking about starting a podcast for a while now, like since I was in college. And it just never seemed like the right time. And now that it's 2023, it's definitely the right time. New year, stepping out on faith, just, trying to be the best me that I can be. And one thing that has been on my mind heavy is getting my money right. Like, I make pretty decent money, but like in December, I had the flu. So I took like 2 weeks off. I took a lot of time off, and like, that got my money kind of low. Like, I didn't think that I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm living like 2 paychecks to paycheck. Like, I'm 2 paychecks away from having to dip into my savings to cover my expenses. And that really got me thinking, like, I need to get it together because, I'm not doing as well as I think that I am. And it's like, my rent is expensive. I live in Portland. Things like that, just kind of make it hard for you. So today, I really want to talk about finances. Something happened to me yesterday. I went outside to go to my therapy appointment, and my car was gone, right? And I had parked in not a good spot. Like, I parked in like a spot that was only good for the rideshare cars. And so they towed my car. And so like, I go to the tow place and I got charged $300 because my car was there for 2 days. And I didn't know that they took my car for 2 days. Like, I work 16-hour shifts on the weekends, on like Fridays and Saturdays, and then 8 hours. So like, I get 40 hours in 3 days. So like, on my Monday, like, I literally just sleep all day to catch up from the weekend. So I didn't leave my house. I didn't even know my car was gone. So then on Tuesday when I go outside, my car was gone. So I had to go get my car out of the shop or out of the tow place. And it was $300. And then I got charged with like a $150 ticket. So really it was like $450 for all that. And it's like I said, like, I had gotten the flu in December, so I was sick. So I haven't really had like a real paycheck since November. It's like my boyfriend's birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'm going out to LA to see him. And it's just like, my money is super tight. I'm restarting school on Monday. And yeah, like, my finances are just all over the place. So like, what I want to talk to you guys about is really, you need to start saving. And I am one of those people where it's like, when I open a savings account, I literally like just transfer money from my savings to my checking and spend the money. Like, I have such a bad spending habit. It's not even funny. I don't even know what I spend my money on, like, literally. It's really sad. So like, this year I'm trying something different. I'm just like pulling my money out, and I'm going to go put it in like a safe. I want to see if I can get like a little deposit box at the bank. Like, maybe I can do that. And I'm just going to take money from my checks every 2 weeks. So this check, I was only able to take out $1,000 because, like, I have rent and stuff like that. And it was the beginning of the month. So like, I'm hoping that I can get about like $2,000 out of every check to save, because my goal is to move to Atlanta at the end of the year. So like, and I want to have like at least like 40 grand saved before I move out there, just because like, I won't be making the type of money I make up here in the Pacific Northwest. So and so like, if I take out $2,000 from each check, 12 months in the year, like, how much is that? And then, so what, that would be like 4,000 each check. So what's 4,000 times 12? It's 48,000. 12, 24, 36, 48. Yeah. So I should have my bread. I just need to stay disciplined. Other people, like, if you want to open a savings account, like, some of the online accounts have like better interest rates. For me, like, I just don't like not being able to go to a branch and like access my money. But I do put money in like my Fidelity account. So like, I guess I am still like, that's not a bank. Like, you can't just go to Fidelity. But so I use that money in my Fidelity account though to invest in stocks and stuff like that, you know, just to diversify my portfolio a little bit. I'm just trying to make like passive income. And so like, I'm just trying to find like 3 different ways to make income this year. So 1 is like my job, 2 is like my influencer podcast stuff, and then 3 is my investments in stocks. So hopefully by the end of this year, like my money will be completely right. I'm in a good position. Like, I'm rebuilding my credit because my pandemic days, I was so broke. Everybody was so up and I was like freaking broke. Like, I was so freaking broke in the pandemic. Like, I would literally live off like $10 a week. Like, it was just not a good time for me. And I was living in Atlanta. Like, it was just, I just was not ready for it. And Atlanta never closed. You guys already know how it goes there. So yeah, so we're not going back to Atlanta on that. We're gonna go back to Atlanta with our pockets full and on some new type of time. So I'm excited about that. I also want to say, like, just try to live below your means a little bit. Like, if you can like spend an extra 20 minutes like clipping coupons to save on groceries, like, I know I clip coupons when I go to the store. I try not to buy like frivolous things, like spend a lot of money on like candles and just like things like that, just because it's like, it just drains your money, honestly. Like, you just have to be really careful. And so now that I'm like taking this money out of my account, all of my bills are on auto pay, I'm just like really working on trying to make sure that everything is good. So that's what I'm doing this year. And yeah, like, if you guys want to start saving with me, like every check, just take out like what you can, like the max amount of what you can, and just literally live below your means. That way, like, you know, like, we all have rainy days and we all get sick. There's always the unpredictable. Like, one of my good friends, her daughter was sick for 2 weeks with the flu, and like, she wasn't able to go to work because her daughter was sick, not even her. So you just want to really be prepared for all that. And like I said, like, I'm in a good position right now. I'm making decent money, so like I can save a little bit more. And then for like those people who are not making like enough money to save, that are living paycheck to paycheck, like, there's other hustles that you can do, and there's other ways to make money. And you know, like, it's gonna be all right. Like, your luck is gonna change. You just have to like, you just really have to like make a change in your life. Like me, I had to leave everything in Georgia and come back home to Portland. I lived with my mom for a year so I could stack some bread. Like, so I did a lot of things and sacrificed a lot to be able to like be here where I am. And it's like, even though I hate being in Portland, like, it was good for me because like I can get my cake up. Like, you might have to sacrifice and go do things that you don't want to do, or be in places that you don't want to be in, but it's beneficial to you to the end. So I'm just gonna leave you with that. And I'm really happy that you guys tuned into my podcast. This is my first time. I'm really excited. So, and I hope that you guys continue to like, subscribe, follow me on social media, Mofo Films 1, MOFO Films 1. And yeah, like, let's start this new year right and get our money together, because we're not going into 2024 being broke. We're just not going to do that. Like, it's not cute. It's not fun. Like, no, we're not about to be broke. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See you next time.